Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the opportunity to present my research at the ISICO conference. The title of my research is Implementation of RFM and Fuzzy G-means method for segmentation strategies to increase new students at Telkom University Surabaya. The research is the result of collaboration with Ms. Sri Hidayati, Ms. Dita Ayuras Priscilia, Ms. Paramiditya, and myself, Muhammad Sumubarok. Today, I will represent my team to be the presenter. The next slide is the content of the presentation. The first is introduction, the second is research and methodology, the third result and discussion, and the fourth is conclusion. Introduction. Promotional challenge at Telkom University Surabaya is enrollment growth remains slow as a new branch. Telkom University Surabaya face rebranding challenge as Telkom University primary market is in West Java, while Telkom University Surabaya target in East Java, like Surabaya, Sidoarjo, and Gresik, and Eastern Indonesia. To solve the problem, Telkom University Surabaya requires precise market segmentation to identify potential high school or vocational school for targeted promotion. Effective segmentation will reduce costs and shift public perception toward choosing Telkom University Surabaya over state universities. To obtain the segmentation result, the RFM model for evaluating school engagement is combined with fuzzy G-means clustering for segmentation. For the evaluation of optimal cluster, this research using the elbow method SSA or sum square error to determine the optimal cluster and Shillot's coefficient score to compare clustering performance like fuzzy G-means, K-means clustering, and hierarchical clustering. The expected outcome of the research is to utilize the clustering result as a reference for developing targeted promotional strategies based on school segmentation. In the process of this research, I followed the GRIPS-DM framework, which has 6 steps: business understanding and data understanding, data preparation, modeling, evaluation, and deployment. I adapted the RFM model in a different context because RFM is usually used to analyze company transaction, but in here I use it for the contribution of school origin in supporting the development of Telkom University Surabaya. Recency. Refer to the last year school sent student more recent year get a lower value. Frequency measure how often a school contributes students in different years, and monetary reflect the total number of students from a school during the observed period. Its metric is scored from 1 to 5 using clear and consistent rules, and this scoring allowed me to create a reliable profile for each school based on their historical engagement. And this RFM score became the input for the clustering stage, helping to group school based on behavioral similarity. Below is an example of the definition of RFM and sample of dataset RFM. For the sake of data preparation, number 1 is the dataset used in the study compares new student and admission pin data from Telkom University Surabaya, conferring in the period from 221 to 224. This dataset serves as the foundation for building the RFM segmentation model. To handle missing value, the research referred back to the master data, especially for the 2000 to 21 to 223 period. Variables were combined to fill income records, ensuring data completeness before modeling. And key processes include creating pivot table to summarize student number by enrollment year, study program, and admission pathway. And next is column harmonization was performed particularly for the fields like school district or city to improve consistency and accuracy in data visualization and avoid duplication caused by inconsistent naming. Outlier is detected was correct using scatterplot, but the detected outlier were retained since they didn't distort or affect the validity of the RFM-based modeling outcome. The distribution of RFM score was analyzed, revealing that most schools had interacted recently. Recency score 1 and 2 is dominated, but the frequency and monetary dimension were heavily skewed towards score 1, indicating that most schools had contributed only once and with very few students. Determining the right number of clusters is very important to ensure that the segmentation results are optimal and representative of the data structure. The SSA or the sum square error elbow method results show that the optimal number of clusters used is 3. The selection of the clustering algorithm was based on an objective and comparative evaluation involving several methods like fuzzy G-means, K-means clustering, and 3 types of hierarchical clustering. The comparison used the Silo score as a metric to evaluate how well the clusters are sparse and how compact they are internally. In the next step is modeling. Fuzzy G-means is selected as the main method for the segmentation because it shows the best performance compared to other algorithms based on the Silo score value. Then the initial process was initiated, namely the number of cluster, fuzziness parameter, tolerance error, and maximum iteration. And the next step is to generate an initial membership matrix or participation matrix with a dimension matrix 3 by 2293. Here is the randomized partition matrix initial. And next, the algorithm calculates the cluster center based on the membership weight of each data against each cluster. The following cluster centers are found. The next is the membership degree of each data is updated based on its distance to the cluster center. The following is the final membership degree matrix obtained. And the next, the fuzzy G-means clustering process was carried out interactively and reached convergence after 19 iterations. During each iteration, the algorithm minimized an objective function aimed at reducing the total weight distance between its data point and the cluster center. The gradual stabilization of this function indicated that the change became increasingly insignificant toward the final iteration. The convergence of the objective function confirmed the reliability of the clustering result. It showed that the update to cluster center and membership degree had reached an optimal point, meaning the resulting clusters are stable and effectively represent the inherent pattern within the dataset. The following in the distribution of cluster characteristics based on the RFM model of the 3 clusters. The cluster that has the best RFM characteristic value is cluster 0 with small recency, frequency, and large monetary values. The next cluster has characteristic of small recency value and small monetary and frequency. The last cluster has a characteristic of large recency value and small monetary frequency. To labeling each cluster, we use a customer value matrix based on the characteristic of RFM result. Adjustments were made according to the direction of the institution because our cluster amount to 3. Furthermore, the creation of a promotional strategy is on the next slide. Cluster 0 is high value customer. Recommended strategies include strengthening partnership through MOU, providing special quotas of partner pathway, scholarship, and involving alumni and school in campus promotion activities. The focus is to secure loyalty so that school remains active and maintains contribution to cluster 0 or high value customer. Cluster 1 core customer to encourage their contribution, intensive socialization through webinar, school visit, dissemination of promotional material, and delivery of incentive information such as scholarship or early enrollment facilities are required. The target of this strategy is to encourage school in cluster 1 or core customer to increase in the student number and increase their contribution. The last cluster is cluster 2 is lost customer. School in this cluster need a reactivation strategy because if not approached, the school have the potential to become completely inactive. However, for cluster 2 institution that are lost customer that will be left alone, but they also provide suggestion. If lost customer turn into need attention customer, the next strategy is sending the latest information about the campus like a rebranding campaigns due to the name change to Telkom Uni Surabaya, as well as collaborative approach such as teacher training or student coaching program. Schools in this cluster are not necessarily the top priority, but still have potential if handled with the right approach. And to support the flexibility in analyzing promotion target, we create a web dashboard using the Streamlit tool. In this dashboard, institution can see the 3-dimension RFM scatter plot and the number of schools that choose a particular study program and the number of schools that choose a particular enrollment path. And the last is conclusion. The segmentation analyzed using the RFM model and Fuzzy-Simmons algorithm on the Telkom Uni Surabaya registration PIN data from 221 to 224 successfully grouped the school of origin for a prospective student into 3 distinct clusters, each requiring a different strategic approach. Cluster 0 labeled as high value customer, cluster 1 labeled as core customer, cluster 2 labeled as lost customer. For the future research, it is suggested to expand the dataset by incorporating more years of registration PIN data to produce more comprehensive and varied segmentation results. And thank you for your attention.